Hi everybody, and welcome to another sketchbook tour. I started this one in October 2022 and it was finished on the 3rd of December 2022. I took longer with this one deliberately. I was trying to not be so kind of rushing. But I wasn't rushing, it was like I want to be more developed if possible. So it was the 19th of the 10th that I started it. And so I've been using biro and I think permanent pen or gel pen here. And then some hedgehogs. I was using the platinum Preppy with the pink ink cartridge that was water soluble, using my handmade watercolors here with some biro and the Preppy pen. Mainly all of this pink that's water soluble is the platinum Preppy, doing my different versions of the scapula glatter, using some coloured pencil, which will be the Prismacolor, and some food related sketches and plants, some pizza and coffee cups again, a teapot with a nice little face on it, and I was having a go at doing frames and doing my famous boat people, and I thought this came out quite nice, a sketch of a house. I think I was inspired by Pinterest, and then I was using here, you can see that the ink is vivid here, and that is the Spectrum Noir Aqua markers. Just a random sketch of a person. Probably was watching Murder, She Wrote. I like to sketch from TV. And then this is an Eurasian sparrow, or tree sparrow. That didn't come out so well. But again, it's for platinum Preppy. This is the Conte. Again, the platinum Preppy. And I like that I got the shine on the coffee cup here. This was inspired by the Miracle on 34th Street, the Father Christmas. And then some black and white daisies and grasses. And this was a close-up of a barn building. I think I was inspired by some photos I saw. And then a glass of flowers. And then I think this was from Pinterest again. This was when a new shower cap arrived that I was testing out, a silicone non-slip thing, but it is hell to get on your head. So I ended up cutting it in half and using it as a non-slip mat on my desk for my paint palette instead. So that was a reminder of the day that it arrived. And then I had a go at cutting the page into 4, which I thought came out quite nice. Doing different. I think I was watching Melanie Chadwick on YouTube. She's an artist from Cornwall, and her work inspires me. And so I was doing a few different things from her videos. And then here again is my boatman scene, and this time I was using my handmade watercolors and just did a wash over the black gel pen. And then a snail and mushroom. I think it was the mushroom was inspired from Pinterest again, like this house here. And then again I was inspired by Melanie Chadwick's aerial view of doing a coffee cup. I thought I did like that, and I wanted to see if I could practice that as well. And I'm pleased how that came out. And then I like doing creamy gooiness, so I added that to the top of the mugs there. And then my usual fish illustrations that I do. And then a different shaped mug on a saucer. And then a different owl. And I actually put the colours down that made up the owl. And these are my handmade watercolours that created that. And then just a black and white page here. I was using a thick brush pen for this, and then the thin gel pen for that. And this one I do like, it came out really nice. And then a stack of cups. Again, these two I used my handmade watercolours. And then a puffin, just with a pen. And I try to do things quite quickly. And then this was from Pinterest, I think, and it's the truck with the pumpkins. And then I liked to do some more food. So this is what we eat on Sunday. It's the roasted chicken with the Yorkshire pudding and vegetables and things. And then I did a fox. And I was practicing using like one hand only. So doing the right hand or the left hand. Things like that. Another mug of gooiness. And then a Christmassy mugs. You could tell I was feeling festive is coming. Then I did the stack of mugs with just my left hand this time. Then I did a robin. And then a pot of flowers on window ledge. I was quite pleased with that. Mixture of pencil and watercolour. And then again, this was all my watercolours. A nice scene from Pinterest, I think, again. And then a United Kingdom policeman's helmet I had a go at doing. And then a raccoon. Another police cap, because I was working on my illustration of, if you've been on my Redbubble shop, you'll see that I do a dinosaur wearing a pirate hat, and there's also Pirate Goose, and she's a goose wearing a pirate hat. So I decided that I would do a magpie as a policeman, because when I'm bird watching in our garden, the magpies are really big here. And of course they're black and white, and they're always walking in a way that a policeman walks. And not being disrespectful to the police at all, but you always have that particular walk, as if they're saying, hello, 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 what's going on here then? And they're marching, you know. So the magpies, if you look at the magpies the next time you see them, you'll see what I mean. And so they absolutely look like the policemen of the bird world. So then I did two more houses. This one's my favourite. It's more tightly done, whereas this is looser. But I quite like that I've got more detail into that. I got a little bit too tight, but I like that one quite a lot. And then I split the page into 4 again. I was just having fun doing different cups. And again here, my style is very much looser in the sketchbooks. I try to be as loose as possible, because I have a tendency to get too caught up in detail and get way too tight. So then, more cups, and I was playing with the background with the Platinum Preppy, which is water-soluble ink in the pen. And then I was inspired by a YouTube artist, and I had a go at doing that myself, like a world within a light bulb, I think it was. Well, it looked like a bulb, but had a cork in. And then another big mug. And then another scene here of a lighthouse. Now, I think it was either Melanie Chadwick that inspired that, or Pinterest. Then there's this scene here. Now, I have a feeling that one of my followers, and one that I follow on Instagram, the username is Isn'Vicky, if I'm saying it right, often shares photos, and I get inspired by the photos. So I think this was one where it was stairs that were quietly tight together, and you go up round the corner, and there was hedging and things. And then this was another one of Isn'Vicky's photos. This was like stonework with a fireplace. It was like an outside camping area of hedges and trees and the stone wall and two chairs that were like bent frame chairs. And then the two coffee cups again. And a jug of lemonade. And then some quickly done gingerbread men cupcake. And then I was having to go over here with the Spectrum Noir aqua marker pens. And then here again, having to go with the background on that. And then I did some fish fingers. I think in America you call them fish sticks, but in United Kingdom we call them fish fingers. And in France we don't actually eat them now, but I have a feeling they're called bâtonnets de poisson, something like that. Basically fish sticks, but in French. So then I have a glass of ice cream, basically, that I have drawn with it oozing chocolate sauce everywhere. And then a bigger mug of coffee. And again, I was using the Spectrum Noir aqua markers. And then we've got an ice cream and another Spectrum Noir marker little drawing. And I like that you can leave the marks here to actually get the texture and make it look more 3D. And then another lighthouse scene. And then here I was testing the Schmink Academy watercolors and doing kind of colour stones on for colour mixing on that page. And then here more coffee mugs and doing patterns on the background, very loose. And more coffee cups. And then we go into Coffeevember, which every year in November you have to create, using the prompt words I give you, something created using coffee. And so I did every single day this year, and this was day one. If you want to go onto Coffeevember on Instagram, you will see all of the 30 days of November, because I'm just going to be flicking very quickly past this, because you should go and look on Instagram for a better view. But basically I did every day with coffee and added a few other materials like pencil or watercolor, conte. And then we go, and this was a bit like a pomegranate or something. I wasn't quite sure what I was going for there. But then we have got another cup of coffee. And then we've got a cup here, more like a latte. and that was from Coffee Vember. And then I cut the picture into 4 again and was doing different scenes, so mountains, hills, a tree here, and then I think a planet like the moon. Then we've got another scapuliglata, another mug of coffee, and then a landscapey scene cut in 2. I think again probably inspired by Melanie Chadwick. Then I did a design called I Love Sprouts, and this is a tribute to Brussels sprouts. And then we have a tree with a door, and 2 more coffee cups, playing with the background, and then an apple / pomegranate. And then this was inspired. I did a portrait instantly without pencil or pen. This was straight on watercolor, and it was inspired by the famous Afghanistan girl who featured on the National Geographic in the 90s. And forgive me, but I don't know her name. Now this is from, and I don't think I'm going to be able to pronounce the name, so I apologise for that, but it's a YouTuber artist called Rahat Kahuji, and her artwork is really beautiful. And so I had a go at sketching her, and then I sketched a strawberry house that she had done. Obviously hers is far better. And then I did from Pinterest a plant pot on a balcony, and then also a house surrounded by kind of foresty trees. This was after Armistice Day. I was just doing kind of war-based illustrations basically, and this soldier is called George Mackey from 1917. And when I do like a bigger proper drawing from pages in my sketchbook, this would be titled Why, and so it would be a series titled Why, of different things with the why question. And then I've done in conte another scapuliglata and a Christmas mug of marshmallows and cocoa. And then I used a rainbow pencil here. Didn't come out too well on this paper, I think because I'd already wet the paper first, and the rainbow pencil is not water soluble. And then we've got the water soluble Pilot Preppy pen. No, Platinum Preppy, not Pilot Preppy, Platinum Preppy pen. And then I filled it in with brown pencil, but then added a bit of watercolor. And this is Conte again. And then this is the Spectrum Noir. And then I used the rainbow pencil fully and went over the top of the Platinum Preppy sketch of the scapuliglata, and that's the Conte version of the scapuliglata. Didn't really fill in the face much. And then we go into some candles. I've actually entered this on the Canson Christmas competition on Instagram. I think they're running it on Facebook as well. And then this is a Christmas scene based on No Room at the Inn. So we have the Christmas star, and we've got the walkway of like the town that Mary and Joseph are walking into, and the inn, and there's the sign out that says no rooms. And then I did a Conte version, which is a bit more subdued. again with the sign that says no room. And then just a quick sketch of a bit of like an elf in an outfit I haven't coloured yet. And then some Christmas trees. I think this again I've entered for the Canson Christmas competition. And then I'm just sketching mugs again. We've got a bit of a snowman marshmallow falling out the cup there. And then again this one I entered for the Canson competition. I used the background is the Spectrum Noir. Then this is a cat. Just the outline I did freehand using, well it's all freehand, but I did with no sketching, using the Platinum Preppy and my handmade watercolor, one of them. It's the Marron one for the background. And then this background is the Spectrum Noir again. I like the vivid bright green. And then again the Scapuli Glitter. Sometimes just adding a background can really bring a sketch together, or just help you to like it more if you don't like it, if it's looking a bit empty. Adding a background really changes everything. So now I had fun with the Spectrum Noir aqua markers here. The real bright green and the yellow. It's like jungle colours. This is the owl that I had a go at doing, just sitting. I think I was inspired again by Pinterest. So the owl is sat on the branch, a few leaves about, and I added the jungle green. And the other side is obviously a gingerbread man, but I thought the jungle green added to him as well. And I finished the book on the 3rd of December 2022, and I just split the page into 3, going this way instead of the other way, and did parrots, freehand, just from looking at a very distant image. And that's the end of the sketchbook tour. Now this sticker is of a cauldron. Now I'm not really into Halloween and all of that stuff in October, but our local supermarket, Super U, were handing out to customers packs of stickers, and they were all the Harry Potter ones. So I tend to keep stickers and add them to my sketchbooks throughout the year of the new year. So I've got quite a few. And so thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe, leave me a comment. Now the comments, I will keep trying to turn them on. I have a feeling YouTube, the algorithm, is classing me as a child and automatically switching the comments off for thinking it's, you know, child safe and all the rest of it. I am child safe, or there's no swearing or anything on my channel. However, my channel is a grown-up channel, an adult channel, for anyone over the age of 13 to 14. And so I keep fighting the algorithm to put the comments back on. So bear with me if the comments are off at the moment. They will eventually get turned back on. It's an ongoing thing. So thanks for watching, guys. And also in my description below this video are helpful, useful links that you might find of use. And some of them are affiliate links at no extra cost to you. Should you be looking to buy something and I have an affiliate link, click that, and you're also helping me out in the process, as I earn a tiny percentage if you click the link to buy the product that you were already going to buy anyway. And I'm going to see you on the next video, guys. Bye!